Redditors who post nudes of themselves on the internet. Do you ever worry about being caught? If this has happened to you, what was the aftermath? I knew someone from school that didn't really mind when people saw her naked. She even liked showing off. It got to a point where she started making money off of posting nudes online. Casual nudes. Not very explicit. I never really thought about it and never found it weird because I was used to seeing her naked. But years later it dawned on me that when she started uploading she was still underage. When I looked her up I noticed she deleted all her accounts and had basically zero online presence. So I asked a friend we had in common what happened to her. Well, she got extremely paranoid once some people pointed out that she was in fact underage and some of her accounts got deleted and reported. So she basically disappeared from the internet. Looking back from an outside perspective, my town and friends were kinda weird, but we didn't know better. I remember the exact moment it dawned on me that nudes from one of my girlfriends years ago were technically child porn. When I was in middle school, shortly after the invention of the camera phone, and about 50% of students had one. They actually had a whole segment in health class about that. Basically told us that with the advancement in technology, that everyone has cameras all the time. We have to be careful in relationships. It was presented like a weird warning. Like, hey, so you might be tempted to share some scandalous images with your significant other. We really don't recommend it, because at your age that's illegal. But also, if you do get some, don't share them with others. Because then that's distribution of child porn and gets you in even bigger trouble. Doesn't seem like a weird warning to me. Sounds like something they should be covering in all schools. The weird part was how they said it. Like, on the one hand, it's illegal so don't do it. But on the other hand, we know you're going to do it, so be smart about it. I do worry about my parents finding out, but I'm mostly worried about my boss seeing. I don't think I could look him in the eyes again lol. Might get a raise though. Something would rise for sure. In fact you might say that his boss would get an erect pee from sexual arousal. If you catch my meaning. All I've done is post my penis. I told some of my friends that I did it and a few of them actually went and looked. The picture was taken in a way I wouldn't be easily identifiable. Nice C bro. Okay. Enough C rating. Time for the taste test. I was terrified when I first started, then got so lax to the point where I would check my DMs while I was on campus. It made me so mad when people would try to guess who I was. No one ever got it right. But a lot of people seemed like they were trying to guess under the premise of blackmail. Just enjoy the nudes. Don't be a D and ruin it for all parties. I never understood that. Like even if you get it right you're only gonna scare the girl into not posting more nudes. Then no one is having fun. Just be grateful lol. Probably hoping they can scare them into some fuckery. I think Shia LaBeouf has proven that if you give someone with some spare time one piece of information, they will dedicate hours of their life to finding out more for the sheer joy of being right. Some people will be creeping, but guaranteed a lot of it will be for the sheer challenge. Without malice or forethought. The sheer thing basically took a whole community to figure out, though, but still impressive. Worth noting that many of them were just dedicated trolls. People do take joy in ruining things for others for a laugh. I was 15 and took part in a naked longboarding run to impress an older girl. Didn't know that there'd be photographers from the media covering the event, but I did it anyway. It's been about a decade and a half since then, but if you Google my uncommon name and filter through social media results, you'll see my uncensored underage pee with a bunch of other naked dudes bombing down this hill. A friend of mine once mentioned it, but he's a bit weird and spends his time googling people anyway. You can have the Google search results removed due to privacy if you want and it bothers you. Or probably taken down if it's underage. If it's not used in a sexual manner it's actually okay. Why pictures of naked babies aren't considered porn? Is it legal because it's non-sexual nudity in public? I was super depressed in 2018. So I made a Pornhub account and uploaded pics and videos. I didn't make anything. I liked the attention I got from men. It was a nice distraction. Someone messaged me on there wanting to pay for her own personal video, but they wanted to know I was real. and wasn't going to scam them, so they asked for my Instagram. I gave it to them because my real name isn't on there. I follow less than 50 accounts. I never use it, and there's no pictures of me on it. They must have looked at my friends list, found my friend's account, used that to use their Facebook account, and then found mine somehow. A couple days later I got a SC friend request and the person messaged me saying hi. I said hi back, and then they sent screenshots of my nudes and my family's FB account and said if I don't do as they said, they'd send my nudes to my family. Out of fear, I played along for the night. I was supposed to do something the next morning or else they'd get sent, but I didn't do it. I don't know if they even sent the things to my family. Maybe they did, but none of them wanted to say hey, I got your nudes sent to me. 2 years later I still sometimes get scared that whoever that person was will just randomly send my nudes out. Also, they had me do some weird, gross things. First I had to take a full naked photo, face included. Then I had to eat food off the ground, split it out, then eat it again. It was disgusting, and I wish nothing but pain onto that person. But when you're 18, and in that situation, you want to do anything to save your from being exposed. Literally. What? This is some fucked up shit. Sorry this happened to you. I have found at least 3 of my friends, all M2, posting nudes on Reddit. I haven't told any of them ever, but I don't think they care. Just be a bro and comment nice cock. Nice C James. See you Saturday for lunch. Damn that'd be great. Top it off with mommy loves you. Uncle Jim misses you. See you at Christmas. I used to post/sell nude photos and videos of me from 1998 to 2002 or so. We were extremely poor and lots of horny men were willing to pay me to play on cam, send them photos, etc. In 2002, a coworker of mine asked me to go to lunch with him one day. At lunch he told me he'd been to a party and he and a bunch of other guys were looking at porn and saw a photo of me sucking myself. He was a closeted gay man who was very involved in his local church, so he wasn't about to share what he found/how he found it, which was good, because it would have ruined my life at the time. Only thing he did was proposition me, but I politely declined. That was the end of it. Thankfully, sucking yourself, as in sucking your own dick, some people can do it, usually only like 18 or 19-year-olds. People that are still flexible, or those with collagen disorders, though I need to lose some more weight. If I ever thought auto would be good. Yeah, I mean all I personally know is that when I was a skinny 14-year-old boy, I was able to. I didn't post them myself, but my phone got stolen and was linked to my Facebook account. So whoever stole it posted nudes and kinky pictures to my profile. I woke up to my roommate banging on my door because my fucking uncle saw them on Facebook and called my mom who called my roommate. It was not a good day. I will say my mom and stepdad were awesome about it. Didn't shame me and just asked if I wanted them to come to my city and take care of me. I was enraged that someone did that on top of stealing my phone. I used the Find My iPhone app to track it within a couple blocks radius and knocked on doors with no success on a rainy day. Ended up destroying my umbrella in a fit of rage. The pictures were flagged and removed from Facebook before I woke up, but they were obscene and definitely not images I wanted my extended family to see. That's just fucked up. Stealing your phone isn't enough. They had to very publicly humiliate you too. I would have reported them to the police. Probably could get them with a few charges and you know exactly where your phone is, so you could definitely get it back. I have only heard a few of these stories from family/friends, so they may have just been really lucky, but it truly is a shame that you can't always get your things back. For anyone who cannot get their things back, always shut down these phones/laptops so they essentially become bricks. If you can't have it, don't let anyone else. She said she tracked it within a few blocks. The police are not knocking on a few blocks worth of doors to ask about someone's phone. And even if they did, a no would immediately send them to the next door. Find My iPhone pings your phone down to its exact location. You can also set off an alarm as well as lock the phone and erase all of the data. Edit, it gives me an exact location when I use it. Of all the comments I've ever made, and this gets the most upvotes, and I have zero interest in your replies. Thank you weirdos.